Okay, this is the final page. I made an error on the previous page where I gave you instructions to cut a bottom panel, this panel here at 7 3/4. This is from the 12 by 12 collection. This should have been cut at 7 3/4 across. So what's going to happen when I go to place this in the book, I'm going to have that 1/2 inch gap over here again. So we'll put something there to help bridge the gap on this. So you're going to cut this piece at 7 3/4 across, and it's 8 inches this way. I've inked all the edges. I need to put this together. I'll be really honest with you, I'm a bit shook up. I can't believe I did that. I must have been in a hurry. Then from this 12 by 12 piece, you're going to cut the bottom piece at 4 inches by 7 1/8. This is going to be a bottom flap, a bottom inside flap, so that when you pull the bottom down, this is actually one piece off the 12 by 12. And please ignore my measurement here because you should be measuring to fit if you've cut everything at 7 3/4 across. So this should be a 1/2 inch wider. So I am going to start with the assembly. And put this thing together. My pages are all inked. Come in here just up to that score line. My hands are shaking. I'm sorry, I've got myself all in a tizzy this morning, finding out that I did that. And I had pre-cut those yesterday. I think I was fighting with a printer. The printer downloaded an update to software, and then the printer decided, or Epson decided, that they wanted their printer to have its own IP address. So it wouldn't attach to my iPad, my iPhone. We've got two laptops in the house. None of them could print because it couldn't find this separate IP address. And it didn't matter what I did, and I'm not tech savvy, I got rid of the printer. It was a great printer, but I'm not going to mess with that. So I took it to Staples yesterday, recycled the gosh darn thing, and got a new one. I just don't understand why companies feel they need to do that. It served no purpose in my opinion. Anyway, there's my rant. I think that's what got me unsettled yesterday. Being careful to come up just under this. Nope, I want this one. This first score line. Tape that down. Burnish. Now push this up a little bit so that you've got this nice little cup right there. I'm even at a loss for words this morning. Okay. And then I cut this will be from the 12 by 12 I cut this piece to go here along the bottom. I'm not going to give you any measurements because you should be working off 7 3/4, and everything you cut should be accordingly. Now when this folds over, it's going to show just a little bit of the piano keys down here on the bottom. And then this is the piece that I'm going to put here on the front. And I think I just missed a step. I'm going to try and fix it here real quick. We're going to play a game. I needed a magnet in there. Oh, shoot. Oh, I know what I can do, because these are kind of large magnets. They're heavy-duty magnets. I know what I can do. See, I have myself all flustered, folks, and I am just so humbled, and I apologize. Okay, there's our magnet. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I put this piece here, I cut 2 panels, and I cut 2 panels based on this piece. I didn't want these to close completely, and these are actually leftover cutting strips out of the scraps that I'm trying to utilize. I don't want to waste a lot of paper, so they were long off the 12 by 12 black cardstock, so I just simply cut them to fix. There's a 1/2 inch gap here. I'm not worried about it because this is going to fold over and close it. So we're going to tape these in place. So ideally, this, regardless whether this is 7 1/2 or 7 1/4 or 7 3/4, if you want to use your scraps, then this is all that you have to do, is just cut these to fit the length of the main piece. Snuggle that right up there, stand that nice and tall, tape. If you want to cut additional black cardstock so that it closes that gap, that's entirely up to you. If you want to do that, but again, I'm utilizing as many of the scraps as I can. So we're going to get this in there. I'm going to burnish, set this in nice and tall. Okay. So there's that. Now I'm going to cut these. I cut these from 8 by 8s. I'm just doing some dry runs here because I've made so many mistakes. I'm wanting to make sure that everything's going to come out right. So that's going to go up like that. And then I have this piece here that's from the, I think this is from the 8 by 8 because they're smaller images. So this is from the 8 by 8. I ended up trimming it just a little bit here. And then these two panels in here. So this has a color flow, a pattern that I wanted to put together on this, leaving the nice, now you can use these two sides if you want, but I just love this. And if you're going to journal or if you're going to put photos on this, this would make a great way for those photos to just pop. And you using a black pen or a dark blue pen, your journaling's going to show. Not so much if you use this side. It's gorgeous. It would make a great backdrop for photos. So however you want to cut this is up to you, but my preference is to use this side here. I'm hoping my glue tip doesn't bog down on me after that little eruption I had earlier. I'm not sure what caused that. I had to have been pressing too. Oh, maybe it was just loose and it got filled up with glue, whatever the reason. Okay, we're going to line this up. I love this piece. Hold on. I hope you guys forgive me for my mistakes. I really do. Like I said in the onset, I'm a bit nervous to be doing this on video with a live audience, so to speak. Let me do a dry fit over here real quick. Oh, this one's cut. I probably should have. Okay, well, it is what it is. One's going to go there. I think I need to trim this down just a hair. Okay. So we'll get this panel put in, and then I'll go secure the front panel. And I've got a few little embellishments that I want to do to the front. Make sure the roses or the hearts are going in the right direction. I've done that. I'm sure we all have at one point or another. But I could use tape on this, but my gosh, that's a lot of tape and it's a lot of time. So glue, and once it goes down, it is what it is. Okay, so then from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet, I cut these two out, or took these two out, but I want them mounted on I put them in here so that I wouldn't lose them because they're always sliding all over the place, but I'm gonna mount them on some black cardstock because I want them to show up a little bit more. Carefully lift this so it doesn't tear. And we'll put this in here. Now, oh, that's ugly. I then took from the where to go? These are all off the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And I wanted to put them down here on the bottom. But I want this to pop up a little bit. Okay. I don't think it matters which way I do this. Okay. So that is the final page. Lots of rooms up here for photo mats. You can put photos here. You can put photos here, photos, journaling, photos, large spot for photo mats. Okay. Now I'm going to get the tape across the back. And then we're going to stick these two pages in there, and then I'm going to find a fix for the edge of this. And then a couple of strips here in the center to hold it down. Okay. So, just like the previous page, I have this great big gap right here that I do not want. So I am Gonna look to my scraps to find a piece that I can run here. And I think I'm going to use this piece here. I'm going to run that right here. So I'm going to cut this to fit. I don't want this piece here. And then this piece I'm going to cut just shy. I think I'd rather go this way. I'll cut this. So I want this to be see what this does in here. Get my ugly head out of there. Oh, gosh, I didn't do my hair this morning. I apologize. Do I want it to go this way? Or do I want it to go this way? I think I'm going to go this way because of what I'm going to do here. So let me... barely come up to the end of this page. Lay this down, and then when I go to put this in, this is going to help with the flow. So let's put this page in first. We're going to take take the tape off. Okay, bringing this right up to the edge. A little bit of space here, some space up there. I'm just going to kind of let it drop into place. And then we're going to open and burnish it in place really, really well. Okay, and then this piece. And once again, coming right up to this edge, making sure I've got proper spacing here along the bottom, and let it drop into place. Okay, so there is the album. The only thing, oh my goodness sakes. That was a lack of glue on my part. All right, now we have these gussets in here. And I am going to show you what I do to cook. So I think it distracts from a book when you have a big wide gusset. Even if it was a 1/2 inch gusset, I think it still is distracting because it's so bold and it's right in your face. So from the scraps, I cut pieces that were a 1/2 inch for the length of this, and we're going to tape these in. Now, I did not ink these edges. You could, but they're so thin, I just chose not to. I don't know if it would really make a difference. You take and center it right in there. And then it kind of continues with the flow and you don't see that big gap in there. We are almost done. And then there is this piece. So with my error, that really doesn't look too bad, and I don't know that anyone will really notice it. At least I hope they don't. Just my luck, it'll be one of you very skilled crafters that are watching that's gonna see it at a show someplace and go, oh my gosh, I know what she did. Okay, that helps to break that up. Last piece. Now what piece you use depends upon what scraps you have. As long as you have enough to cut 4 equal pieces, and there you have it. We're done. I might come back still and put something on the back, but right now I'm kind of liking it just the way that it is. But there's your book. Thank you for scrapping along with us. And again, you'll find all the stuff you need to make this on Scrap and Create's website, and I will try and get oh, wait a minute. Before I'm done, I apologize. Had a space moment there. These are the scraps I had left over. These are the black pieces of cardstock that I had left over. So I just simply cut panels, photo panels, out of all of the scraps, along with the black cardstock that was left. From the cut apart on both, I just simply cut apart these tags, if you will. You can put photos on the back of them if you want, but this was a great use of utilizing all of these so that there's good photo opportunities and you can fill these in throughout the album. So there you have it, my friends. You have yourself a grand day.